Guys, what is up people? How are you guys doing? Welcome back to today's session. Hoping that you guys are doing good and taking very good care of yourself. Welcome to today's session. My name is Anoop. I'm a master teacher of science here at Vedantu. A very warm welcome once again, people. So this is session number 2 of work, energy and power, wherein we'll be talking about power and energy, and we'll also be solving some numericals based on that. So hope you guys are ready for it. Let us get started without wasting any more time. But as always, guys, there's always a quote. And the quote for today is this: don't tell people your dreams, show them. Yes, I totally believe that, guys. Don't try, telling someone and try proving that you're right or that your dream is strong enough. Show it to them and then let the action speak for itself. That is all I have to say. That is a very powerful quote. I hope you guys follow that. With that said, let us get into today's session where we talk about power and energy, and we'll also solve the numericals based on that. So in the last session, guys, I'd given you homework. This was the homework. A force of 110 Newton displaces a body by a distance of 2 meters by an angle of 60 degrees to its direction. Find the amount of work done. So how do you solve this question? I told you in the last session the formula to do it. So work done is equal to force into displacement into cos theta. That was the formula I told you, like when we talked about the inclined plane. So here they've given you what is the force, that is 10 Newton. They've given you the displacement as 2, and the angle is given as cos 60 degrees. Now you've already seen the trigonometric table. So cos 60 is equal to 1 by 2. So substitute that over there. 10 into 2 into 1 by 2. 2 gets cancelled. So what are you left with? 10 joules. That is the answer for that. Very simple, very straightforward question. Hope you guys got it. With that said, let us move ahead and understand what exactly is power. Let's take an example, guys. Imagine there's a person imagine that's you, all right? The stick version of you. So you're pushing a box, right? And you're applying a force of 12 Newton, and you've displaced the box by a distance of by 5 meters. And let's say that it took 3 seconds for you to go from from 0 to 5 meters. Let's say that the time taken for you to do this work was about 3 seconds. Now, if you calculate the work done, what is the work done? Work done is what? Force into displacement. Force is 12 Newton. Displacement is 5. So how much will you get? You'll get it as 60 joules. 5 to 10, 5 1 5 plus 1 5. So you'll get it plus 1 6. So you'll get it as 60 joules. So work done is 60 joules. Very simple. Now what is the power in this case? What will be the power? In simple words, guys, power is nothing but the rate of doing work, or work done per unit time is what is called as power. In simple words, power is nothing but work by time, where the SI unit is joules per second, or you can write that as watt, not WH80, V880, which is nothing but power. The SI unit of power is nothing but watt, which is joules per second. Now, if you calculate the power in this case, so you saw that the work done, you got it as 60 joules, and time taken is what? 3 seconds. So what will be power? Power is equal to work done by time taken. So that's 60 divided by 3, 326. So you get it as 20 what? Joules per second, or 20 watt. That's it. That will be the answer for this question. Very, very simple case. So that's how you calculate power. In conclusion, guys, work done per unit time is what is called as power. Power is work done by time, where the SI unit being joules per second, and power is a scalar quantity. It does not depend on the direction. All it has is magnitude and no direction whatsoever. So people, this is how you represent it. So mathematically, you can represent this power is equal to work done by time, where work done is what we have already seen, that work done is force into displacement. So you can substitute that in place of work done. So that is also another formula, F into S divided by T. Now people, what is displacement by time? In the past, you've seen that displacement by time is nothing but velocity. Velocity is displacement by time. So in place of S by T, you can write it as V, and that will still yield you power itself. So sometimes you might have to use this formula, that is force into velocity, that will still yield you power itself. Because why? Velocity is displacement by time, and that is what you get from the first equation. Simple as that. And the SI unit is joules per second, or watt, and the CGS unit is erg per second, because erg is the CGS unit of work done. So time still is second itself, so it will be erg by seconds. As simple as that. Now that you understand this, guys, let us solve some questions. But before we solve some questions, one more, give me 2 minutes of your time so that I can explain something to you which would be very, very helpful for you guys, and then we'll move ahead with the questions. So people, during this pandemic time, you would have been facing a lot of problems, and some of these problems are listed over here. I'm pretty sure that you'll be able to relate yourself to these problems, but here are some of the problems. I'm pretty sure that you'd be facing a lot more than this, but these are some of the problems that I'm pretty sure that you'd be able to relate to this. The first problem is that doubts, right? You have a lot of doubts when you're studying and you're not able to get that clear. And there are a lot of websites which do it, but they take a time of about 24 hours to 48 hours, and you really don't want to wait for that long to get your doubts cleared. The second problem that you guys face is notes, right? Like you are studying from different websites and YouTube videos, but then you're not getting the notes. Now we have tried to solve that problems by download. You can, you have the in the description you can download the notes, but that still might not be enough. Tests and assignments, because you can't just go and sit in front of the exam hall and expect to remember everything and to do everything right. So you need to practice as well. So tests and assignments is also a very booming issue. Other than that, competitive exams, because I'm pretty sure that everyone want to, you're all excited about your NSOs and Olympiads and your KVPY tests and all that. So you would like to take those kind of tests and be prepared for that as well. And choice of your schedule, that's another very important problem, because majority of you guys are not free when the teachers are taking the class, and when you are free, what to say, teachers are not there to take the class. So there's a very big conflict of time that keeps on coming up. Although in YouTube videos you can watch it whenever you want, but that does not give you the you cannot get your doubts clear at the same time. So there are a lot of problems over there as well. And finally guys, choice of your own language. The entire reason why this YouTube channel was created was because a lot of you guys were not finding it easy to understand in Hindi. So yeah, English is also one more language that you would like to learn in, and that's how this came into existence. But still, that's a very booming issue that teachers speak in English and I'm not able to understand because I prefer Hindi. Some students are like, I like Hindi, but then teachers teaching in English. So there's a lot of issues like that as well. So how do we solve all these problems? We at Vedantu guys have solved all of these issues. Doubts. Firstly, let's start with doubts. In a session, you'll not just have one teacher. You'll have two teachers in the same session. You'll have someone called as the master teacher. You already know about him, yeah. And you'll also have someone called as the class teacher. So the master teacher would be teaching the concepts and helping you clear your doubts through whatever medium is given to him. And the class teacher would also be helping you to clear your doubts real time inside the session itself. So you get personalized attention, making sure that the doubts are clear. You get notes of each and every session. So whatever is written on the whiteboard, you can download that and refer to it as many number of times as you want. You get periodic tests and assignments to check where you are at, where you're going wrong. And for all these tests and assignments, you would also be getting a report card, a detailed performance report card, which tells you which are the topics that you're lagging at and which are the topics that you're good at, and it gives you an overall idea of where you're going bad and where you're going wrong. And you'll be trained for your competitive exams as well. Whichever competitive exams you guys are planning to take up, you'll be trained for all of that. And the choice of your own schedule, that is the best part. Whichever time you feel like you want to study, you can choose that time. Here's the thing guys, some of us are like, our mind is very active during like 5 o'clock or 6 o'clock. For some of you guys it might be late night, but like 8 o'clock or 9 o'clock. But you can choose your own time. You don't have to come to the teacher's time. You can choose your own time and study at that particular time. And we can choose your own language. We are offering Hindi and English right now, because regional languages, there are tons of them, and we are in the process of acquiring that as well. But for now, we are offering classes in Hindi as well as in English. So whichever language you're comfortable with, you can choose that language and study in that language. Now people, what you have to do apart from this is basically, I'll tell you that in a minute, but apart from these, you'll also be getting unlimited live classes. You can join as many classes that you want. If you want to do 24 classes in a day, you can do it. But yes, it's all about whether you sit for 24 hours without sleep and sit in front of the computer. That's the only question. You're the only limit. And you'll be getting all the micro courses and crash courses. You can study, if you want to study a particular topic, you can choose that topic and study that over that. You get a detailed performance report. I told you that you can choose whatever tests and assignments that you take. You'll get a detailed report card of that. and you'll get personalized attention like I told you about the class teacher inside the class. So what you will do is very simple, guys. Enter this website vdnt.in/ytpro, and as soon as you enter this website, you will be getting this. You can choose which grade are you in. For now, we offer from 1 to 12th grade. Let's say that you're someone studying in 10th grade. So when you click on that, you'll get another option, that is which syllabus do you follow in school. Do you follow CBSE, ICSE, or Maharashtra board? So these are the only 3 syllabus that we are offering right now. In the future, we'll be adding more to that as well. So let's say that you're someone in CBSE, just for example, or let's say that you're in ICSE. So when you click on it, let's say that you're in CBSE for now, just for the case of example. So when you click on it, you will get this this page, this website. Again, you'll be getting what and all I told you. All of that is written over here. Unlimited live classes with India's best teachers, unlimited in-class doubt solving, test series and assignments, and a schedule that suits you. So what you have to do is click on get subscription. When you click on that, it'll take you to another sheet. That is this 1 month, 3 month, and 6 month. Let me just tell you that in detail, guys. Let me just explain this a little. So the base, let's say that you want to try out for 1 month, 30-day period, all right? So the base price is 4,000 rupees, but you get a primary discount even without any kind of discount code to be around 2,999 rupees. That is the base price. Now on this, if you use the coupon code AKPRO, you'll get another 400 rupees discount. Essentially, you'll be paying 2,294 rupees alone, all right? Let's say that you want to go for the 3-month course. Now the 3-month base price is 10,000 rupees, but you get a primary discount of 6,000, and the price comes down to 6,999 rupees. So that's about 3,000 rupees discount. And if you use the coupon code AKPRO, you'll get another 1,049 rupees, and you'll be essentially paying 5,949 rupees. So let's say that you want to go for the 6-month course. For the 6-month course, the base price is 16,000 rupees, but the primary price will be 11,499 rupees. If you use the coupon code AKPRO, you'll get another 1,700 rupees discount on that, making the price to be 9,774 rupees. Once again, guys, all you have to do is visit the website vdnt.in/ytpro, and do not forget the coupon code AKPRO and avail the offer. All right, people, with that said, let us solve some questions based on power, and then we'll also understand about energy. So here's the first question, guys. The work done by a heart is 1 joule per beat. Calculate the power of the heart if it beats 72 times in 1 minute. Your options are 2 watt, 1.2 watt, 3.5 watt, or 0.5 watt. First of all, guys, work done by a heart is 1 joule per beat. So that means if it's 1 joule per beat, for 72 beat, how much work is done into 72? So that's 72 joules. That is the amount of work done for 72 beats. Now, what is the power? What is the formula for power? Power is work done by time taken. Work is 72 joules. Time taken is 1 minute. So convert that to seconds because it's joules per second. That is SI unit. So 1 minute has 60 seconds in it. So divided by 60, how much will you get? 2360 to 362612, 310 30 31326. So you'll get it as 12 by 10, essentially giving the answer as 1.2 watt or joules per second. Simple as it, guys. That is the answer. The right answer is 1.2 watt. Simple question. Second question. Let's go for this one. Now again, guys, I want you guys to let me know the answer in the comment section below. Don't just copy the answers. I want you guys to try it out. Here's the second question. Calculate the power of the engine required to lift 1.5 kg of coal per hour from a mine 3,360 meters deep. 1,000 kilowatt, 10 kilowatt, 50 kilowatt, or 1000 kilowatt. Now the calculation might be a little long, so let me just do it for you guys. So mass is given as 10 to the power 5 kg, which is essentially 5 zeros, 1 2 3 4 5 kg, right? That's 10,000 kgs. The height is given as 360 meters. Time taken is given as how much? 1 hour, which is 60 into 60, that is, to convert to seconds, 60 minutes into 60 seconds. So that's 3,600 seconds. Awesome. Now, formula for work done is what? mgh, right? Work done is mgh. So mass is how much? 10,000 into acceleration to gravity, I'll take it as 10, into height is how much? Height is 360, right? So how much will you get? So 3, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3. There's a lot of zeros. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 zeros. So that's a lot of zeros. All right. Now, power is what? Work done by time. Work done is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 zeros. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 divided by time taken is double zero. Zero zero gets cancelled. 36. 1 is 36. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 zeros. So you'll get it as how much you'll get? You'll get it as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 joules. That's 1 lakh joules. So convert that to kilojoules divided by 1000 to convert to kilojoules. 3030 gets cancelled. So you'll get it as 100 kilojoules. That's it. There's a lot of zeros, but then it's actually quite simple. The answer is sorry, not kilojoules, sorry, kilowatt, guys. We're calculating power. Dumb mistake. Sorry about that. It's kilowatt, not kilojoules, kilowatt. You're calculating power. No, so it'll be, this will be watt. So you'll get it as 100 kilowatt. Simple as that. That's how it is. Moving on to the third question. A weightlifter lifted a load of 200 kgf to a height of 2.5 meters in 5 seconds. Calculate the work done and the power developed by him. Take acceleration to gravity as 10 Newton per kg. And your options are 5,000 joules and 1,000 watts. 1,000 joules and 1,000 watt, 5,000 joules and 500 watt, 2,500 joules and 1,000 watt. So what is the answer for this question? Once again, guys, you're supposed to calculate the work done. So first of all, to calculate the work done is equal to mgh again. Now, first thing, calculate the force. All right, let's calculate the force. All right, so we'll take work done is equal to force into displacement. Force into displacement. So what is a force? Now here they've given it in kgf, right? The kilogram force. So how do you convert that in Newton? I told you that it's 200 into the acceleration to gravity, which is they've given it as 10. So it'll be how much? 2000 Newton. That is the work, that is the force. Now to calculate the work done is equal to 2000 Newton into displacement is 2.5 meters. So it's 2.5, which is 25 into 2, 2, 5, 10, 2, 2, 4. So it's 5, right? 5,000 joules. So it'll be 5,000 joules. That is the work done. Now that you found out the work done, find out the power now. Power is equal to work done by time. Time taken is 5 seconds. So it's 5,000 divided by 5, 1,000 watt would be the answer. So 5,000 joules and 1,000 watt, which is option number A. Simple. Very simple question. So that is the answer, guys. Moving on to understanding about energy right now. See, guys, for you to do any task, we need energy, right? And the more the task you want to do, the more the energy that is required. For example, for you to, let's say that you want to run a 100 kilometer marathon. Let's say that tomorrow you decide that you want to run a 100 kilometer marathon. Then you need so much energy to do it. Let's say that you decide to walk 10 kilometer. You need to eat according to that, and so that you have enough energy to walk back home as well. So energy is something, it is nothing but the capacity to do work. So more the amount of work that you have to get done, more is the amount of energy required as well. So the SI unit of energy is nothing but joules. The CGS unit is erg. The higher unit of energy, especially when you talk about electrical energy and all that, we talk about it in watt hour, and the even more higher unit from that is kilowatt hour. Now, how do we convert this? Let's talk about the conversion. If you talk about converting kilowatt hour to joules, 1 kilowatt hour is basically 3.6 into 10 to the power 6 joules. How did you come to that conclusion? 1 kilowatt is 1000 watt, which is 1000 joules per second, and 1 hour is 3600 seconds. So multiply that, you'll get it as 3.6 into 10 to the power 6 joules. You'll get it as 36 into 10 to the power 36 into 10 to the power 5. So if you if you want to simplify it even further, you'll get it as 3.6 into 10 to the power 6 joules. As simple as that. If you want to write that into megajoules, you can write it as 3.6 megajoules, because it's 10 to the power 6. So you'll get us 3.6 megajoules. When you say mega, it's 10 to the power 6. So you'll get us 3.6 megajoules. If in case you want to convert, calories to joules. So calories is what is 1 calorie is nothing but the amount of heat required to increase the temperature of 1 kilogram of water by 1 degree Celsius. That is what is calories. You'll learn that as we go ahead. We'll be studying about that as well. So what is 1 calorie? The amount of heat energy required to raise 1 degree Celsius of water with a mass of 1 kg. That is what is 1 calorie. So it's basically nothing but a unit of heat itself. So if you want to represent that, even in food, we measure it in kilocalories. Like if you ever turned around your packet, it'll be written as kilocalories, not just calories. It'll be in kilocalories. So here, let's say that if you talk about joules calories, 1 joule is equal to 0.24 calories, and 1 calorie is equal to 4.18 joules. So that is the conversion over there. If you want, you can take a screenshot of this. Quickly take a screenshot of this. I'll move on to pause the video and do that. Then talking about another conversion is electron volt. So what is electron volt? Is nothing but the energy possessed by an electron, the kinetic energy possessed by an electron. That is what is electron volt. The kinetic energy is what is that electron volt, and it is nothing but energy of atomic particles. That is electrons, electrons and protons and stuff. We talk about that. So 1 electron volt is nothing but charge of an electron into into 1 volt. That is a potential difference of 1 volt. So if you multiply that, the charge of one electron is 1.6 into 10 to the power of minus 19 coulomb into 1, you get as 1.6 into 10 to the power of minus 19 joules. So 1 electron volt is equal to 1.6 into 10 to the power of minus 19 joule. So these are the conversion. You might need it in your exams later. So it's okay. It's always good to take a screenshot of this and keep it with you guys. Pause the video and do that, guys. With that said, let us move on and sum up everything. So 1 watt hour is equal to 3600 joules. 1 kilowatt hour is equal to 3.6 into 10 to the power of 6 joules or 3.6 megajoules. And 1 calorie is 4.18 joules. And 1 electron volt is 1.6 into 10 to the power of minus 19 joules. As simple as that. Now that you've understood this, guys, there are so many different types of energy that many of you guys already know about it. We talk about mechanical energy, you have potential energy, kinetic energy, there's light energy, heat energy, nuclear energy, thermal energy, wind energy, electrical energy, hydro energy, again the energy of hydel power and all that, solar energy and chemical energy, the energy released when there's a chemical reaction. So these are all the different types of energy there are. Again, you can use these kind of conversions to actually find out the energy in all of these as well. So with that said, guys, let us now do some questions and try to understand the concept a little better. So here's the question. Express 5 kilowatt hour into joules. 3.6 into 10 to the power of 6 joules, 7.6 into 10 to the power of 6 joules, 1.8 into 10 to the power of 6 joules, or 1.8 into 10 to the power of 7 joules. So 5 kilowatt hour. What is 1 kilowatt hour? 1 kilowatt hour is equal to 3.6 into 10 to the power of 6 joules. So multiply that. 5 into 3.6 into 10 to the power of 6 is how much? So I'll just take it as 36 into 5, 5, 6, 30, 0, 3, 5, 3, 15, 18. So you'll get it as 1.8, sorry, 18. So you get it as 18 into 10 to the power of 6. So you can take it as 1.8 into 10 to the power of 7 joules. Simple. So this is how I do my calculation. Don't think that it's weird. It's a little bit more easier. You have your own ways to calculate. This is my way to do it, so that it gets a little bit more easier for me. Anyways, so the answer, guys, is 1.8 into 10 to the power 7 joules. That'll be the answer for this question. Moving on to the second question. How much energy is consumed by a 40 watt bulb in 1 minute? 1.5 joules, 0.66 joules, 240 joules, or 2400 joules. What is the answer for this question, guys? Energy is nothing but power into time. So power is given as 40 watt. Time taken is 1 minute. So convert that to seconds. So that's 60 seconds. 4, 5, 20, 4, 6, 24. So 2400 joules would be the answer. Very simple, straightforward question. So the right answer is option number D. Moving on to the third question. A machine rises a load of 750 Newton through a height of 16 meters in 5 seconds. Calculate the energy spent by the machine and the power of the machine if it is 100% efficient. Your options are 12,000 joules and 1,200 watt, 10,000 joules and 24,000 watt, 12,000 joules and 2,400 watt, or 12,000 joules, 1,200 joules and 2,400 watt. Very simple question. So what is the formula of, so if you want to calculate the energy, just use the work done formula. Work done is equal to force into displacement. So what is the force? Force is 750 Newton into displacement is 16. So that is 75 into 16, 635. 3 carry 5 6, okay, so 5 6 30, 0 3, 18, 42 plus 8, 42 plus 8, 45, 5, 7, 10, 1, 11, 12. So that's how much is that? So that's 1, 2, 00. So that's 12,000 joules. So that the energy spent is 12,000 joules because it's 7:15 to 16. So that's 12,000 joules. Now to talk about the power. Power is nothing but work done by time. Work done is 12,000 divided by time taken is 5 seconds. 5 to 10, 2, 4, 20, 0, 0. So that's 2,400 watt. Simple. The answer is 12,000 joules and 2,400 watt. So the option number C would be the right answer for this question. Well done to all those guys who gave the right answer for this one. Again, guys, I want you to write down the answers in the comment section below. As always, this is the homework for today. A man exerts a force of 200 Newton in pulling a cart at a constant speed of 16 meter per second. Calculate the power spent by the man. You know the formula. Power is equal to force into velocity. Calculate it. Let me know what is the answer in the comment section below. Thank you for joining, guys. That is it from my side. I hope you enjoyed today's session. Leave a like, subscribe to the channel so that you're aware of the future videos as well. Thank you for joining. See you all in the next one. Take care of yourself. Stay safe. Bye bye. Take care.